Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve lead code problem 2007, find original array from doubled array. So before we look into the description and the examples, I just want to mention my channel focuses on helping people who are preparing for coding interviews and Java interviews. So if you are a Java developer or learning Java or preparing for any Java interviews, please subscribe to the channel. It has a lot of good playlist for coding interviews as well as for telephonic Java interviews. So that can definitely help you if you are, giving interviews and looking for preparation videos for interviews. So please subscribe to this channel. So let's look into the description of the problem. An integer array originally is transformed into doubled array changed by appending twice the value of every element in original array and then randomly shuffling the resulting array. Given an array changed, return original if changed is a doubled array. If changed is not a doubled array, return empty array. The elements in original may be returned in any order. So basically what the problem is saying is, there was one original array and someone actually kind of doubled all the elements in the original array, right? And after that, they randomly shuffled the numbers, right? So we have to find out what was the original array from the doubled array, right? And if it is not a doubled array in some cases, right, then in that case we have to just return an empty array. So that is what the problem is saying. So they have given us a few examples. So let's take this first example over here so we can discuss how we can, what the problem is and how we can solve this problem. So this is the array that is given to us, right? The input array changed is the name of the array, and as you can see, the output array, which is the original array, is the 1 3 4, right? So as you can see, 1, so for 1, there is corresponding double element 2 here, right? Similarly for 3 there is corresponding element which is doubled, which is 6, right? And for 4 the doubled element in this array is 8, right? So 1 3 4 was the original array which was doubled actually, and then randomly they put the numbers like this basically, right? So this is one of the examples they gave us. So I'll just revert back this so I can reuse this array, right? So what we are going to to do this solution for this problem is, first thing is we will sort the array, right? So once you sort the array, it will look like 1 2 3 4 6 8, right? Like this basically, 1 1 2 3 4 6 8 after sorting. And what we will do after sorting is we will be using actually a queue, right? So let's create one queue here just to visualize how the queue will work, to help us solving this problem. So let's say this is one queue, right? So queue has a front end and front where the elements we will take it out from, and this is the back side, right, of the queue where the elements will be inserted in the queue. Queue is always first in first out data structure, right? So whatever goes first will come out first, right? So first in first out, right? FIFO is the queue, and this is, let's say this is our queue, right? So what we will do is, when queue is empty and if there is no like element, right, then in that case we will, let's say for example we are looking at this first number, right? So we are going actually through this array one by one element. So we are looking at first number 1. So queue is empty at this time, and so in that case what we will do is we will insert double the number of queue, right, of this number 1, right? So double number is 2, right, for 1, and then we will take 1 as our result answer, right? In the answer array we will insert 1 here, right? So that's what we will do. So double element we put in queue. So every time now, next element we will be looking is 2, right? So every time we look into any element, we will first check if that element is at the front of the queue, right? So for example, now the front of the queue element is 2, right? So if that is the case, we will just remove that element. So we will just take that element out of the queue and we will move to the next element, right? So we will move to the next element, which is 3 now, right? So we have seen 1 and 2, so now we are at 3. So we will insert double of the number, right? First we will check if q q has that element which is like we are looking at. So 3 is not there at the front of the queue, so we will insert its double, right, which is 6. So 6 we will insert here, and 3, the number that we are looking at, we will insert into our answer array, right? So now we have 1 and 3 into our answer array, and 6 we inserted into the queue. Now we go to 4, right? So 4, we will see if 4 is at the front of the queue. No, right? So we will insert its double into the queue, right? So now after 6, 8 will go into the queue, right? Because queue is first in, first out. And we will insert 4 into our answer array, right? So 4 is going here. So after that, we are now looking at number 6, right? So 6, is it at the front of the queue? Yes. So we will remove it from the queue, and we will not do anything, right? After that, we will go to the next element. So now next element will be 8, right? So 8 we are looking at now. So first thing we will check is 8 at the front of the queue? Yes, it is in the front of the queue. So we will remove it from the queue. So uh, now the queue becomes empty, and our array also we have seen all the elements, right? So after that, we will just return our this resultant array, right? 1 3 4, that is our output. So this is the approach we are going to take to solve find original array from doubled array, right? So we will use queue, and whenever we are looking in any element in the array, first thing we will check if that a number is there in the front of the queue. If it is there, we will just remove it, right? And the number that we are looking at, we will add it into the resultant array, right? So that is the thing. Like if it is already there in the queue, like this one, like for example 2, when we are looking at 2 is already there, we will remove it, we will not insert in that case, right? That is what our like implementation will be, because that's how we will know what is the original array, right, and what is double array. 2, because as you can see, 1 is original number, 2 is double number, right? 3 is original number, 6 is double number, like this basically. So this is the way we are going to solve this problem. So let's look into the implementation now. So I just created a result list of integers. First thing is, because we will need a list to return, right? And since we don't know, like how much the integer array will be, we will just first create a list here. Then I defined a queue, which is a linked list, right? And then we are sorting the changed array first. So we sorted this change array like this, right? 1 2 3 4 6 8, like this. And after that, we are iterating through the sorted array one by one element we are iterating here, right? So basically this one is a for loop is ending here. So when we are iterating through this array, so first thing is we are checking if queue is not empty, and the first the front of the queue element, right? If it is the equal to number, we will just take it out of the queue, right? Poll means remove from the queue, as I explained, right? Like for example 2 6, those cases basically. If that is not the case, we are going to add the double of the number into the queue, right? And add the original number into our result list, correct? Here, that's what we are doing here, right? So double number we add, right? 2 6 8. When we are looking at 1, we will add double number 2. When we are looking at 3, we are adding double number 6 here, right? And original number we are adding into the result. So we will loop all the elements like this, and at the end we will check if the queue is becoming queue is not empty, right? In that case, it means that the double array is not correct basically, right? So it means that for the original elements, it's not like all the elements are double, right? For example, what I mean to say is, for example, instead of 8, if this element is, let's say, 18, right, then it won't be possible, right, that you have original array and you have a doubled array, right? In that case, we have to return empty array. Otherwise, we will just convert our list of integer into a array, right? This is the Java 8 convention. If you are using Java 8 streams, you can just map to int, right? And then you can just convert the list into array basically using Java 8. So this is it, actually the implementation is. So let's take some examples and make sure so let's take this example, right? Because this is the one that we discussed just now. So we are getting 134, right, which is correct answer. So as the other case I said, if you keep 18 here, there is no any kind of a correct double match, right? So it should give us an empty array. So it is giving us empty array, right? As you can see, because this is not a correct doubled array. So other thing we can take is like, you know, 0 comma 1, right? Or 0 comma 10, let's say 0 comma 10, let's say, right? So this is also invalid combination, right? So it will give us an empty array. So this is also correct. um, if we put two different numbers here instead of we put 5, right? Now we have again a correct combination of double array. So let's see. So as you can see, 1 3 4 5 original array, and the remaining is the doubled array, right? Double elements, like 1 has 2 doubled element, 3 to 6, 4 to 8, and 5 to 10. So let's go ahead and submit this solution and make sure it's accepted. So our solution is accepted by LeetCode. If you look at the details, then it says it's 71% faster than other submissions, and memory side is 20% faster, right? So which is decent. So uh, this is the way you can find original array from doubled array problem, right, by using Q. If you haven't already looked at my playlist of LeetCode and LeetCode solutions on my channel, please check it out. It has over 100 solved problems explained with examples in details. And those problems are like from, big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google, and many other companies. So those are previously asked coding interview questions. So if you go through it, it will give you like a really good idea of what is being asked in the interviews, right? And it consists of a lot of different variety of problems like dynamic programming, linked list related problems, string related problems, then BFS, DFS, binary search trees, graphs. So all those topics are there. So please go through it if you are preparing for coding interview or just wanted to check it out, the what challenges are there in the coding interviews. Also, if you are preparing for just telephonic Java interviews, there is a playlist called as Java interview. In that playlist you will find lot of telephonic frequently asked questions by big tech companies, and how to answer those questions is also explained there. So please go through it. Also, if you find this video helpful, if you like this video, then please subscribe it and like it to the channel. And because that is the way the video can reach to more people. They can also watch these videos while they are preparing for their coding interviews or their Java interviews, and they can also get helped. So please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.